pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now Jackson taps his forward, jet sweep. Look at the spin. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers from 10 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 14, Broncos 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe we'll get this game tied up.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Nix. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Fourth down. See what I'm saying? There it is. There it is. That's the mistake. Every time. Why are you going for it on 4th down? You only down by 1 TD, bro. These are the mistakes that you make. These are the ones that cost you the whole game. These are the ones that cost you the whole game. Why not just punt? Why not just punt? Why not just punt? Why not just punt?
Nix from the shotgun. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Going up top. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. And that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Setting up a screen for Harvey. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll give up the middle to Dobbins. They'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from it.
He's got a man, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, 26 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Jackson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Own territory, coughs up the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll take it into the end zone for Ravens.
Back to back on him. Back to back on him. God damn, boy, I know he's swinging on that. Boy, I know he's swinging.
So the lane weapons continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Bam!
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd and 15.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Nix gets this quickly to Ingram. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Buried.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
32-yard line.
Oh, wow. You really ignored the fuck out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Jackson going to keep it. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well.
And the Raven pressure too much.
Offset, I called it.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the big fella. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3.
Quitting time. Quitting time. Quitting time.
Scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ballgame.
DJ Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Second and goal at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
180!
Jackson from the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he fires one incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
180! 180!
Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's fourth and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a fourth down.
They'll try
to pound it in with Ricard. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an... And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Time for the lag to kick in. Go ahead. Get the lag started, yo. Get the lag started. It's about to start lagging, I know. Fire up that lag for my homeboy. Fire up that lag for my homeboy.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the interception, here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
180. Ready, shot.
Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. That one good for 37 yards.
Yeah, it made this nigga throw in the towel.
This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game
throw in the
long,
towel.
and they continue to take it.
All this because this nigga don't want to go practice. I told him go practice. I told him go practice. He want to be a hoe. Keep picking the same formation and shit.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless. And so am I.
Hey, nigga, my viewers gonna be highly disappointed at this bullshit you doing.
Ready, shot. 180. Ready, shot.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Wanna quit?
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
180. Ready, shot.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
180. 180. Ready, shot.
Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to be
Broncos ain't it, bro. The Broncos ain't it. God damn. That's got to be a soul crusher. That's got to be a soul crusher right there. Damn.
And now before the ball changes hands,
God
take a look
damn.
at this just to make sure that they
Bro,
have it
just
right.
go practice. Just go fucking practice. Oh, they challenged it. Okay. All right, that's what's up. You got your challenge you always be bitching and crying about. That's what's up.
Be ruled a fumble. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nick's going to keep this himself.
Just so he can throw it right back to him. Oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm going to punt it back to you, yo. I'm going to punt it back to you, man. I'm just going to punt it back. All right. I'm done. Good game, bro.